everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last build, making an EVA foam Joker's Dart Gun Part 2, we completed the whole build. Piece of cake. A lot of work, but not hard. Which means in this episode, making an EVA foam Joker's Dart Gun Part 3, we are going to seal it and paint it. Check that thing out, man. We're going to be masking it off, okay? We're going to spray the white area. We're going to mask off for the body and spray that. So we're going to combine spraying a couple parts with brushing all the rest of it. And it's not hard. The brushing part is not hard. Probably the hardest part of this is going to be the masking off, which is kind of a stone drag. All that taping and getting it in the cracks and all that kind of stuff. But man, nothing's cooler than when you peel it all off and wow, it looks good. All right, we're going to jump into this thing, man. If you're ready to hit it, let's make something. All right, we're out at the spray stand. We're going to begin spraying our Joker's Dart Gun with our Plastidip. And you know what we always say, don't spray even in a well-ventilated area without your respirator. All right, there we go. Super easy. There was almost no little hidden areas to have to get in. Not bad. Actually, a little bit down inside this guard here and a little bit down in like the trigger area, but not too bad. Look at that. Several coats of Plastidip, looking good. This is the stage, man. This is the one we always talk about when it takes that big jump from a finished raw foam prop to a real deal. Look at that, man. Thing's real now. That's a dart gun. Joker's Dart Gun. All right, let's leave it alone. Let's let it dry all the way through, and then we're going to tackle the paint job. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spray our barrel here white. So we're going to tape off for that. All right, we're going to come in with our painter's tape, and we are going to cut strips. All right, just like that. Now we're going to come in and stick it down around the edge just like that. Kind of boring, but it's easy. All right, just like that. And just go around the whole thing. All right, there we go. We've got everything taped off. Now we're going to come in and we're going to hit this with our white spray paint. And it's okay if we get on these bars here because we're going to be hand painting those bars silver later on. All right, let's go out to the spray stand and let's hit it with our white. All right, here we go. We're at the spray stand. We're going to hit the barrel of our dart gun with our matte white. And like we always talk about, don't spray even outside in a well-ventilated area without your respirator. All right, there we go. Look at that. Really nice. All right, now we're going to come in and we're going to start taking our tape off. All right, we got a little bit of white right on here, but that's okay. When we come in with the purple and we spray the purple, we'll mask off and we'll cover that. So far, so good. Good grief, man, that is cool. A lot of work to mask it off. A lot of work, takes a long time. But the result is always crazy awesome. All right, there we go. Let's come in here and get this little... All right, there we go. Wow, that is cool. It's looking good. Got a little bit right here, but we're gonna cover that with the purple. Nice even coat of the white, and then we're gonna come in after everything's painted and we're gonna hand do these little bars silver, so that doesn't matter. Tiny little puff of white right on here, and a tiny little bit right here. Other than that, looking good. Now the reason we didn't paint this by brush with the white is this is the one part of this piece we want perfectly smooth white. And we didn't want brush marks in there or anything, so there you go. It takes a little bit extra time, but man, that looks sweet. All right. All right, check out what we did. We took our blue painter's tape and we cut inch-thick strips and we wrapped it around. We're gonna mask off where we're gonna put our red stripes on here. We're gonna come in with our apple red. All right, let's come on, make sure our edges are down, which it looks like they are. We're gonna come in. All right, we're gonna have to get 2 coats on here, but that's okay, because right now our lines are not red, they're pink, because we're going over the white. All right, there we go. That's 1 layer. We're gonna get it in front of the fan, we're gonna dry it up, and we're gonna hit a second coat on there to darken it up. All right, look at that second coat. That second coat really starts to punch right there, look at that. Bam, that's red. Hopefully we did a decent job. Oh, disaster. Oh, man. Doggone it. All right, but other than that, it's looking pretty crazy. Look at that. All right, we can fix that. All right. All right, so we sprayed our white with a matte white. So we've got a matte white here also. We're gonna try to do our touch up now. We're just gonna use the square edge of our brush. That's cool, man. That's covering it right up. All right, here comes this huge spot. All right, now we're going to be able to do this with a couple coats, but we should be able to hide it. Sweet. That'll easily cover with a couple coats. All right, we did it, man. We saved it from certain disaster. Now we're gonna let that dry, and in a couple of the spots where the red was really thick and really intense, we'll just go over it with a second coat of the white and it'll be spot on. Now while that's setting up, we're gonna come back in with our apple red. Some of it's a little bit thin. Oh wow, is that nice? All right, there we go. Crazy, crazy powerful red and white. We touched up all our disastrous blotches. We got a second coat of the red down there by hand. That is looking nice. Really cool. All right, now let's let that set up and dry. Then we're gonna come in and we're gonna put black in the vents there on both sides. All right. Saved it from the fire. All right, now we're going to come in. We're going to get our satin black. All right, we're going to come in just like that. We're going to just get right down on the inside, and we're going to drag our brush. All right, there we go. We've got the black inner parts of the vent done. We've got all the inside side walls done in there, and now we're just going to flip it around and we're going to do those. All right, there we go. Nice, both of them filled in. We got a couple itty bitty tiny little spots we hit, but we'll touch that up with the white. We're just going to come in and we're going to cut in right here using our our tip of our brush. We're just going to go all the way around this little rim right here, and then we're going to fill in the center part. All right, there we go. We've got our rich black around the end right there. We're going to trim in all the way around this little barrel piece right here. Just like this. And we're just going to coat the whole thing with black. We've got our black end up here. It's nice rich black. We've got our cylinder covered now, which is also nice rich black. And we've got down in our vents. Really nice. Wow. All right, now what we're going to do before we do more of the black back here is we're going to hit in the middle of these areas with some green. We don't want to completely fill it in with green. We just want to kind of like fade it into the middle because we want it to be like kind of green in the middle and then fade off to black on the edges. Because we have a photo of this thing and the back end kind of looks like it might be glass, but it's kind of green in the middle and then black on the edges. So if we come in with our little foam brush, get it all covered, but not get it too wet. Let's see if we can get most of it off. All right, then if we come in and let's try to roll right through the middle. All right, just like that. And then we're just going to go around the whole piece, and we're going to do the same thing on all the sides, all the little compartments. All right, let's just get it a little bit brighter in the middle. Like that. Look at that. That is cool. All right, there we go. That's what we wanted. We wanted it green in the center and then kind of just fading off to black around the edges, just like that. All right, now we can come back in with our satin black. We're going to hit all around this black piece. And we're going to come in here. We're going to make sure we get this whole round EVA foam dowel coated. And then we're going to come in and we're going to hit all these little fingers that go around this thing. So we want to get the foam dowel coated on both ends. And we want to get all the little fingers done, just like that. All right, see that? We've got the dowel, and we're going to get each of the fingers, just like that. All right, sweet. Look at that. We've talked about this before. If you leave the black from the Plastidip, it's not as rich as when you actually paint the black on there. So look at that. We've got black here. We did black around both of these dowels, this trim, and all these little fingers, and we did our cool little green fade in the middle. That is nice. Look at that thing, man. This thing's turning out great, and look how easy this is. This is totally easy. Okay, sterling silver. And we're going to hit this little edge right around here. We're just going to do our thing. We're going to trim in. Okay, and I'm getting down here in the crevice and I'm hitting along this edge, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be painting over that when we spray it with our purple. I just want that easy. We just trimmed it around the top rim of that silver band. We've got the side of it done. Now we're going to let it dry. We'll probably hit it with a second coat just to get it totally solid. Look at how easy this is. This is really simple stuff. The same stuff we always do. We're cutting in and then we're filling in. Every place we painted so far, we did the same thing. We cut in with the edge of our brush and then we just filled it in. All right, so let's just let this set up and dry. Then we'll put a second coat on that silver so it's nice and solid. All right, nice. There we go. Second coat of silver. That is pretty bright now. All right, we're going to come in with our cardinal red. That's a little bit darker red than we did up here. All right, you know what we do. We cut in all the way around our piece. Then we're going to fill in. All right, there we go. Perfect. We're going to let that dry. Then we're going to come back in with a second coat. Nice. That is really filling in. Wow. Perfect. Look at that, man. That is solid. That is solid red right there. Looking at this too, we probably should have taken more time after we dremeled it to really sand it down smooth. It's a tiny bit rough looking, but not bad. All right. Really sweet, man. All right, we're going to come in with our cardinal red. Down inside this area. All right, there we go. It's not the best coverage in the world, but we've got one coat down. Now we'll give it a rest, let it dry, and then once it dries, we'll come in with a second coat, and it'll start getting really solid like these areas right here. So we'll leave it alone, let it dry, and then we'll come in and hit a second coat on it. All right, there we go, second coat. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna mask off to paint our purple. All right, we're gonna spray paint all this purple. So we're gonna mask everything off, but it shouldn't be that tough because we're gonna come in and do areas that are not gonna be that difficult to get to. That's it, man. Not that hard. Now we're just going to go around all our other areas. Our whole front area that we already painted is covered. Our back. All right, there we go. Not bad. We're all taped off, ready to paint. All right, there we go. Look at that, man. That's glossy purple right there. We may have to come in and hit it. Oh, wow. We may have to come in and hit it with a dull coat, a matte finish coat, just to take some of the shine off. We'll know once we get it all peeled off if that's what we're gonna have to do. Oh man, look at how that's turning out. That's crazy. Wow. The purple turned out great, and we absolutely got it nowhere that we didn't want. Perfect, not a speck. All right, now we're gonna leave this alone a little bit till it dries. Then we're gonna come in and hit all the rest of our details. We're gonna get our last few black details around here. We're gonna come in and get our different colors around the handle, but there you go. All right, time to bring out our satin black. Okay, now, here's where you really gotta be careful, because if we hit the purple, we got no way to retouch it because it's spray. That's it, man. Just go. Go all the way around this side, and then we'll come over and we'll go all the way around this side. All right, there we go. We went all the way around the whole piece. That's it. We're going to get both of those dowels. So we're going to come in and we're going to cut in really careful, because we cannot hit the purple because we don't have any way to repaint. All right, just like that. See that? We're getting all of both dowels black. All right, there we go. We got our black button done. Look. All right, there we go. Black button on the back, the front, all around our edges, our dowels. We are in great shape now with our black. All right, come on in with our silver. Just like that. We'll most likely have to do a couple layers here because it's going down pretty thin. Just like that. All right, there we go. We've got one layer of all of our silver down, okay? We've got silver rivets around the nozzle. We've got these silver details on the side, more silver rivets, and we went ahead and we put a layer, a really greasy thin layer down over all of our tubing. You can barely see it because it is so thin. It is just not sticking, man. It is terrible right now, but it's okay because you've seen us get in trouble like this before, and as long as you let it dry, when you go back over it with the next layer, it instantly starts to get solid. All right, so we're gonna let all this silver set up and dry, and when it's completely dry, we'll come back over it again and it'll start getting really bright. All right, there you go, check it out. Several coats of silver. Look at how solid it got. When it first goes down, it looks pretty bad. But every time you let it dry and put a new coat on, it looks really cool. Look at that, brighter and brighter each coat. Nice, all right, there you go, you saw it. We sprayed the barrel white, we sprayed the body purple, tons of masking off, which was a pain in the neck, but when you peel it off, it looks super cool. And everything else is hand brushed. All the black, all the silver, all the red, really cool. That's it, man. Wow, that was fun. This thing is crazy awesome. Love it. All right, so with that last silver detail, that brings our Joker's dart gun build to a close. Whoa, what'd I tell you, man? Pain in the neck, man, masking this thing off. But totally cool when you peel it off and it looks sweet. And then you saw how we went in with the brush. And just get in everywhere, use the flat square edge of your brush to cut in and then fill in, and that's it, man, piece of cake. Wow, love this thing, look at that. And a lot of times we do banged up, distressed stuff. There's like nothing banged up and distressed on here. We had to stay really clean, which is cool. Love the dirty, banged up stuff, but clean's cool. So there you go, that concludes making an EVA foam Joker's Dart Gun Part 3. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel, and together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.